Alright, so I personally think that people are doing way too much, but what else is new? What's up, y'all?
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Alright, y'all, make sure that you're checking out my other channel. The link for that is in my description. Avatar Adrian. As you may already know, over there I talk about anything from TV shows to anime to blah blah blah, whatever. I am discussing The Last of Us over there on that channel, so you'll want to check it out. Also, every single week we put up a new podcast episode on patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Like I said, the links for that are all in my description box. Make sure that you check it out. So over the weekend I saw some topics pop up and I was like, all right, you know, skimming through them to figure out which ones I wanted to speak about today, and all of that really depends on how much I run my mouth in the beginning of this video. But one of the main topics I definitely wanted to discuss was this whole Sam Smith situation. So if you're not aware, Sam Smith put out this video called I'm Not Here to Make Friends, this song slash video. Recently I saw that they had done some interview somewhere on some show saying that, just describing what influenced them to create this song, what inspired them to create this song. And they were just talking about their experience dating and their experience being friend-zoned sometimes. And they were just like, you know, I have enough friends. I have enough friends. I'm looking for something else in those, like that's the feeling, that's the situation, the kind of situation that the song and video was based off of. They looking for somebody to get down with, to love, to date, whatever, right? So that was it. It was just a fun, cute song, whatever. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have like every single song that Sam Smith has ever released on my phone. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like that, but the story was so big, the reactions were so big to this video that I'm just like, okay, let me check this shit out to see why y'all so pressed and why y'all so bothered. So because I'm telling you, the way that people were, oh my goodness, I can't believe that Sam Smith would do this. What about the kids who come across this video? It's so disgusting, it's so heinous, it's hypersexual, overly sexual, just sex, oh my God. And honestly, I already knew why people were bothered, but I mean, we could talk about that a little bit later. But with the way that some of the reactions, of course it was not all reactions, there were a lot of people defending Sam Smith, but with some of the reactions that were being, you know, broadcasted all over social media, I'm sitting here like, okay, well, let's check the video out. If it's this heinous and this disgusting and oh my goodness, just deplorable, let's check the video out and see if it's really that much different than all the rest of the motherfucking music videos, whatever, that come out that y'all love. Let's see if Sam Smith's creation is that much different, right? And so I'm watching the video, waiting for this ridiculous, nasty, just this deplorable, disgusting, heinous shit to pop up. And I'm watching the video, and it's just it's a standard music video. Y'all acting like it was supposed to be on Pornhub or something. It's a standard music video. Sam Smith came out there with a corset on. What else was they wearing? You know, pasties. It was cute, whatever. It's a fun moment. There was some ass cheeks showing. Sam Smith was dancing around in water fountains that spraying. It definitely was extremely suggestive. But I'm just like, why are y'all acting so shocked and surprised? The entire music industry is suggestive. Like, these people who done watch Madonna, they done watch Cardi B talk about WAP, they don't watch Janet Jackson, they done heard Janet Jackson damn near orgasm on the goddamn songs. Like, you cannot be serious talking about, and I know that there will be a lot of people talking about, oh well, you know, Sam Smith is not the only person who got backlash for being overly sexual or being sexual. There are a lot of other people. I'm just like, yes, there are a lot of other people, but the way that the queer phobia also, and honestly, y'all be dragging Sam Smith for their body and they don't be doing nothing to nobody. From what I can see, they don't do nothing to nobody. And there'd be a lot of queer people doing that shit too. I'm like, yo, if this person, if Sam Smith was some, what, 6'4", mass for mass, bodybuilding ass bitch, would y'all have, I'm speaking to the queer folks specifically who drag Sam Smith for no reason, just for their body, would y'all have an issue with this video or with what Sam Smith does if they body looked different? Cause y'all be, no shade, y'all be gassing up the most basic, as long as they got washboard abs, as long as they look like they bodybuilding, they could have zero talent. They got zero talent, and some of the queer community, they be gassing their ass up. And so my thing is, like, do y'all actually have an issue with Sam Smith? Do y'all, because I've seen much raunchier videos from people who may not be queer. Like, but I've seen much raunchier videos from heteros. I've seen much raunchier videos, if we talking about, I mean, from the fucking Pussycat Dolls to Lady Gaga, I've just seen crazier shit, right? So from the outside looking in, it looks like a lot of people have issues with queer people being just sexual at all, or even like, and we already know this, right? But like, queer people expressing their sexuality, queer people being sexual, period, is an issue. We saw all that shit with Lil Nas X. We see all that shit. But like, but it's just so, it's wild to watch it. It's one thing to know it, but it's another thing to like really watch it unfold. Like, y'all will click off of a video of someone who's a heterosexual performer or whatever, someone who's not queer, doing even more raunchy shit than what Sam Smith do, or than what these queer artists, especially talk about mainstream queer artists. I feel like there's only certain areas they can go before advertisers are just like, bitch, we ain't doing that shit. So like, y'all will click off of a video of someone straight, someone hetero, someone, you know what I mean, not queer, doing raunchier shit than what these queer artists do, and then y'all start throwing a fit. I'm just like, I don't get it. And they also try to make it, they always tie like, oh, what about the kids, what about the children thing into it. And I noticed that they don't do that shit as much as they do it. Obviously, there are people who are just like, oh my gosh, they act like these artists are supposed to be raising y'all kids or whatever in general. But I noticed that a lot of times when it's queer people expressing their sexuality, it's this like shame, it's a sense of like shame or predator vibes that queerphobic people try to tie to the art. It's like the sense of shame, the sense of predatory shit, and like it's just so deviant and abominable when y'all do the same shit. And we talk about cross industry, across genres. Y'all do the same exact shit. And honestly, I am just glad that queer artists are just doing what they feel like they need to do. Okay, because a lot of people will claim like, oh yeah, a lot of like straight people who think they somebody's ally, like they really will claim like, yeah, I love you queers, I love y'all so much, I love you. But as long as y'all stay in y'all corner, as long as y'all don't even talk about y'all romances, as long as y'all don't have y'all pictures of y'all families on the desk at work, because otherwise you're grooming, especially talking about teachers. As long as y'all don't express your sexuality out loud, as long as y'all dress a certain way, as long as y'all stay within these certain lanes, I love all queer people. And it's just like, girl, that's not how it works, babes. If y'all can flaunt y'all relationships, y'all can flaunt y'all sexuality, y'all can be as raunchy as y'all want, y'all can do all that shit, then queer people gonna do that shit as well. I don't know what the fuck, what you want me to say. And like I said, I think all queer artists should do that shit. If you want to make art or make something about your lived experience, you should be able to do that. If you want to make art or create anything about video games, anime, if you want to create anything about sports and you're queer, you should do that. If you want to create things about sex and shit, you should be able to do that. Just like any other artist, any other hetero artist will be out here creating the things that they want to fucking create. It is this weird response, and also I'm gonna keep coming back to it. It is this weird weight that a lot of queerphobic people put on queer artists to be raising y'all kids or to be worried about what y'all kids is consuming or some shit. Sam Smith is not out here making Sesame Street ass songs. Sam Smith is a whole entire adult, so they're gonna be making adult fucking music. If you're so scared about y'all kids, y'all should be raising them, y'all should be putting in parental controls, y'all should be making sure that you see what the fuck your kid is doing, but y'all don't want to do that shit. And the reason why I know that y'all don't care is because when a lot of the same kinds of media pop up around y'all kids, y'all don't be freaking out as long as it's hetero. Hetero shit a lot of times is seen as normal. So for a lot of y'all, it doesn't matter if the media is not age appropriate for y'all kids. It won't pop up on your radar unless it's some homo shit. Like, and that's it. And that's a y'all problem. That's something that y'all need to fucking figure out. And I'll reiterate that Sam Smith is making music, as a whole adult, Sam Smith is making music for adult audiences. I want y'all to sit y'all asses down. I would love to hear what y'all think. I would love to hear your opinions, but I do not hear, of course you hear it sometimes, but the intensity to which y'all direct this predator ass, what about the children ass narratives to queer artists, and y'all don't do that shit for hetero artists who are doing the same exact shit, they're just straight, you know what I mean? That, y'all need to check that out. Y'all need to investigate that shit, y'all need to, because y'all do not apply the same pressure when it comes to those kinds of conversations to straight artists that y'all do these queer artists, and then y'all use that as a way to try and stamp out the queer artists from expressing their sexuality at all, because y'all don't want to see that shit at all. Which is fine, I'd rather y'all just say that instead of acting like y'all care about the kids. Y'all use that as a way to try and get queer artists to just not be sexual at all, or to not express their sexuality or romance at all, you know? Fuck sexuality, romance. Like I brought up earlier, they do that same shit when we're talking about teachers in the classroom and how hetero people can have these, you know, entire photo albums of their family on their desk and in their classroom and shit, and talk about how they getting engaged and shit. But if a queer person, a queer teacher was trying to do that in their classroom, then we'd get all these, oh my God, these, ooh, what's going on there? Something creepy's going on there. Nah, they're doing the same shit that y'all are doing. Y'all are just queer phobic. So that's it. Let me know what y'all think about this entire situation. I think everybody doing too much. This video look like the rest of them. It's just Sam Smith don't look like they Kal-El or something. Sam Smith don't look like Clark Kent, right? And that's why I think the queers are dragging them a lot. But as far as the heteros, I'm just like, y'all gotta close y'all eyes. That's it. Like, we not gonna stop being artists because y'all are queer phobic. Get over it. Get over it. On that note, thank y'all so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
You could blow me, I ain't the only, you so lonely.